What's going on, YouTube? It's your homeboy Stopher. um, I wanted to talk to y'all about something. Um, just recently, I posted a picture on Instagram of a workout of my back. Man, my back is obnoxious. I love my back. My back is crazy. And you know what I'm saying? A lot of people are asking me like where I've been, why haven't I been posting, all of that. Well, I'm doing something that I do every year, the day after my birthday. It's called 6 months of hell. 6 months of hell is simple. It's kind of like a detox. No drinking, no smoking, no fast food, very limited social media, no fighting, and no sex. Six things I'm not allowed to do for 6 months. You know what I'm saying? It all started back in 2010. And just like everything else, it started because of a girl. I got basically I got done dirty. You know what I'm saying? I was in a situationship with this girl. She decided that she didn't want to continue the situationship because I guess her dude was getting out of jail or whatever, and so she wanted to go back to him. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it is what it is. I was hurt only because it wasn't because I liked her. It was because of the routine. I was used to the situation on a consistent basis, and it was like a detox. So it wasn't her. It was more like the routine. Um, then the Maximus introduced me to the powerhouse. Shout out to Reed Russell because he's the reason why I started working out in the first place. Um, and then after that, I started learning how to fight. More like learning how to control my anger. That's really what it was. So I started training at the Martial Arts Academy. Shout out to the Crimson Flame. You know who you are. One love. Um, and then after that, it was more like I should really do this. Um, and I always do it the day after my birthday because that's when bulking season starts. It's cold. I don't really want to do nothing but go to the gym, go to work, and come home and eat a lot. You know what I'm saying? So that's where 6 months of hell came from. Um, so let me break it down for you. Um, Now it's more like I'm trying to change some things in my life. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure some things out. So the first thing that I wanted to figure out was where all my money was going. Because I am single without any kids and no criminal record. And I was wondering why I was always broke. So I mapped out all of my finances. No drinking, no smoking, and no fast food has saved me a lot of money. Excuse me, if we keeping it real. Shout out to Wonder Woman, Elisa Gaffney. Pretty lady, I owe you dinner. She turned me on to Pinterest. Um, I got a lot of recipes for a lot of foods that I was supposed to be eating anyway. But I used to get bored with food, so I really didn't eat that much. But now I got about 15 to 20 recipes sitting on top of my microwave where I can mix and match things, and I'm still getting the carbs, I'm still getting the proteins that I need, but I'm getting it in different ways so I don't get bored with food. And I learned how to cook. Shout out to again to Wonder Woman because I reached out to her and I asked her to teach me how to cook, and she said, "Have you ever been on Pinterest?" I said no. I got on Pinterest. I looked up high protein, high carb recipes, and wow, it just happened. Shout out to Mo Lowry. I'm on your bumper too, fam. Um, so yeah, that's where the no drinking, no smoking, and no fast food came into play. Those three things have saved me a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? For real. When I saw how much extra money I had after not doing any of that, I'm like, I should have been doing that more often. So now I'm growing my credit score at the same time because I'm taking that money that I used to blow on bull and I'm putting it towards getting my financial profile together. You know what I'm saying? So that's where the no drinking, no smoking, and no fast food comes into play. Plus, those are the three things that are really, really harmful to you. Like you really, you know what I'm saying? Drinking and smoking and fast food, that'll kill you. You know what I'm saying? So I learned how to cook. So now I gotta eat. So that's where that comes into play. Um, no social networking or very limited social networking, that has freed up a lot of time. Because I used to sit and scroll aimlessly through a news feed. Or I would post a picture and then I would scroll to see who liked it. Or I would post a status and I would see who liked it. You know what I'm saying? That rush of dopamine because somebody liked my status or somebody liked my picture, you know what I'm saying? It was temporary. I wanted to keep that rush. So I devoted that time to the gym. Let me explain something to you. I have been putting up personal best. Like I am an animal in the gym. Shout out to T Diamond and the staff at Super Fitness. Shout out to the staff at LA Fitness. Shout out to my cousin Biddy, who I used to work out with. Our schedules kind of conflict, so I mean it is what it is. But he turned me on to a few workouts. I started following Mike Rashid, Big Rob, Big Herb, going off that war juice. But most importantly, I started following CT Fletcher, and he turned me on to some workouts that have me looking obnoxious. Like when I'm in the gym, I wear a lot of baggy stuff because I really don't want people to see what I look like until I look like what I want to look like. You know what I'm saying? My arms are obnoxious. My back is crazy. I learned how to squat and now my legs are crazy. My chest is crazy. My abs is crazy. I can't wait until March just to see what I look like because I am consistent 6 days a week in the gym. Sometimes 7 when I get bored. You know what I'm saying? So the no social networking has freed up so much time for me to devote into other things. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times, I like I said, I would find myself scrolling through Facebook or scrolling through Instagram just aimlessly, like for no reason. Like I really didn't have like a purpose. I was just bored. But now that I've deactivated both of my Facebook pages and I've disabled both Facebook and Instagram from my phone, I found other things to do with that time. So I've gotten creative. That's why I'm doing other things like this YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to vlog, if that makes any sense. I wanted people to see exactly what I do. I want people to understand that you're not the only person going through something. You know what I'm saying? So that's where the no social networking comes into play. No fighting, that comes with the territory. I used to train at the martial arts academy, and then it shut down over by where it used to be. And I hooked up with Key. Shout out to Key for taking me under his wing. We haven't trained for a while because of life, but he's getting me back in touch with the martial arts, and he showed me how to meditate. That part of it, the meditation aspect of it, has calmed me down a lot. You know what I'm saying? That's normally like one of the first things that I do in the morning. I changed everything. You know what I'm saying? I'll get into that later. But that's where the street fighting comes into play. No street fighting, because when you're in training, you're not allowed to fight unless it's absolutely necessary. I don't know anybody that wants to fight me. I don't really get into fights, so that really wasn't anything. You know what I'm saying? It's just a rule that I follow. You know what I'm saying? Um, the no sex is easy, if you want me to be real, because sex is too easy to get. Everybody's treating sex like it's transactional. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's being frivolous with their private parts. You know what I'm saying? Everybody just wants to have sex just to have sex. I understand that there is a connection that lies with sex. You know what I'm saying? And if we're keeping it banned, the one that I was doing that with, she left. You know what I'm saying? Which was probably one of the best things that could have ever happened, because it was either she left or I cut her off. Because all we used to do when I break it down bare bones is drink, smoke, and then have sex. Those are the three things that I'm not allowed to do. Not bad, my camera fell. Those are the three things that I'm not allowed to do until March, or until I get into a relationship. So if you're watching this, thank you. You gave me a head start and you did me a favor. I am humbled. You know what I'm saying? And besides, I have to learn that I'm more than my penis. You know what I'm saying? It's about more than just having sex. You know what I'm saying? I have to learn that I'm more than. I have to learn how to control my loins. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't be frivolous with it, like everybody else is. You know what I'm saying? So that's where the no sex part comes into play. I'm not allowed to unless I'm in a relationship or unless I'm exclusive with somebody. And right now, this is like the first time in my entire life that I am not dating anybody, I'm not in a relationship, and I'm not sleeping with nobody. It's just me. So I get to figure me out. So um, I'm guessing six. So now I'm treating 6 months of hell as a way to get my life back in order and how to get my life back together. Because I used to be chaotic. You know what I'm saying? Just chasing after women that didn't want me, allowing myself to be treated like I was less than what I was just for some vagina. And I'm like, vagina is important at a nature level because I'm supposed to be being fruitful and multiplying, but it ain't special because literally, I Patrice O'Neal put it in perspective. Um, Fellas, if you're watching this, just answer this question. When you make yourself something to eat, right, and you got your plate in front of you, and you go into your silverware drawer and you get one fork, do you look at that fork like this is the best fork I've ever had in my life, and this is the only fork that I want to ever eat with ever in my life, or do you look at that fork like I need this fork to eat my meal? It's just like that when it comes to sex with me. You know what I'm saying? At a nature level, at a at a molecular, DNA, cellular, atomic, molecular level, I am supposed to be out here being fruitful and multiplying. But like I said, it ain't special because just like that fork, I can go into my drawer and get any fork that I want to eat with. Or I can get as many forks as I want to eat with because women outnumber us by such a large amount, especially men like me who is single with no kids, a decent credit score, no criminal record, a job, transportation, a roof over my head that ain't my mom's, and I got it all legally so I don't have to watch my back. You know what I'm saying? That's the basis of it. If we're keeping it all the way funky, this might be the best time for any woman to attempt to date me because I can't have sex with you. So you get to see if I really like you. But on the flip side of that, I get to see if you can be more than your vagina. You know what I'm saying? If you can bring more than sex to the table. You know what I'm saying? I always ask women, if you didn't have a way for a man to have sex with you, what would make him stay? A lot of women can't answer that question. You know what I'm saying? They want to bring up oral sex or anything like that. And I'm like, if he had no way to do anything sexual with you, what would make him stay? What value do you bring to his life? You know what I'm saying? And I have yet to find a woman that can be more. I'm not gonna say. Well, yeah, I am gonna say I have yet to find a woman that can be more than her vagina. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. So you know what I'm saying? It's more along the lines of getting control of my life and reaching goals. My goal is just to see how strong I really am. When I'm in the gym, I go crazy. I'm gonna start recording some things once I get the okay from the gyms that I go to set up my camera and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because there are a lot of challenges that I want to do. I want to do CT Fletcher's marathon. I want to do CT Fletcher's gauntlet. If you don't know what that is, you can just Google armed warfare and CT Fletcher's workout will pop up and you can see exactly what I put my body through on a daily basis. Situations like that. Ain't no, it's still my mother. It's still my mother effing set. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So I guess I'm growing a little bit. You know what I'm saying? A little bit daily. I'm changing things daily. I'm learning things about myself daily. I'm learning things about myself that I need to change daily, and I'm changing them. And I'm feeling a whole lot better about myself, and I'm feeling a whole lot better about my situation as a whole because of progress. I'm moving forward. You know what I'm saying? So I guess, and let me go ahead and put this out there. I get one cheat day a month, but I use that cheat day to eat. I love food. I'm a foodie. You know what I'm saying? So I'll find a recipe on Pinterest again, and I'll try something, and then I'll eat all day. You know what I'm saying? Or I might, like when I posted that picture on Instagram, that was a cheat day because that was the one day where I was allowed to do one of the things that I was restricted to do. I'm 2.5. I'm almost 3 months into it. I started on September 20th. Um, there are a lot of other things that I'm doing. Like I'm doing no fap, so I stopped with the porn because I was bored. I stopped with the masturbating because I was depressed. You know what I'm saying? And it's like re, the more I retain my seed, the more testosterone I have in my system, the crazier I can go in the gym, the stronger I can see myself become. You know what I'm saying? But let me keep it all the way funky with you. This path that I walk is a lonely one because there aren't many people out there that are willing to give up those vices that make them feel good to better themselves and make them feel better knowing that they can live without them. And they're putting different things that are actually benefiting them in the place of the nonsense that they used to do just to make themselves feel good. So, in a nutshell, I call it 6 months of hell because Steve Harvey said it best. You can be in hell or go through hell, but the whole purpose is to go through it. Why the hell would you want to stay there? So I'm going through 6 months of hell. I'm going through hell so that way I can get to where I need to be. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this is a lonely path that I walk, but I'm not alone. I got my homies. Shout out to the homie Brittany. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry I didn't get to see you when you came here, but I had so much planned this weekend that I didn't know if our time schedules would mesh. And to be real, this weekend was kind of about family. You know what I'm saying? My niece had her little birthday party on Saturday. I mean on Sunday. And on Saturday was my two a day. You know what I'm saying? I did my legs in the morning and I did my shoulders at LA Fitness. I'm all about getting stronger. That is the goal. So I guess the moral of this story is sometimes you have to give up the temporary pleasures for long term achievement. And that's what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody who has ever been a part of my life. Shout out to everybody who has ever helped me grow and was a part of the maturation of Stopher Mac. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all of you. I love you all. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? I guess in a nutshell, I'm going through a journey and it's tough. It is hard, but I know I can do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm commanding myself to go through this. Just like I command my muscles to grow, like CT Fletcher always say, because this is my body and I tell my body what to do, it don't tell me nothing. I tell my body what to do. You know what I'm saying? It's a mind and body thing. And I'm making that connection. You know what I'm saying? I'm making that connection. The same thing that he says when he says I command you to grow, he broke it down and said when he says that to his body, it's just that he's commanding his body to grow. I'm commanding my body and my mind and my spirit to grow because I'm tired of living the way that I have been. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm that's why I do 6 months of hell. So that's really about it. You know what I'm saying? I really wanted to share that because there aren't a lot of people that, like I said, there aren't a lot of people that are willing to do this. I am. I'm a nutcase. and I don't conform. I don't do what everybody else is doing. A very wise man once said, if you never follow the pack, you'll never make a mistake in your life. So that's what I'm doing. I'm learning myself, and I'm learning to be different. Different is good. You know what I'm saying? So with that, I'm going to go ahead and make myself something to eat so I can go to sleep, because I got a pretty long day ahead of me tomorrow. 4 a.m. is going to get here sooner than I think. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to go over what I do in the morning, and I'm going to go over what I do at night too. You know what I'm saying? So once again, it's your homeboy Stopher. Wish me luck. Like and subscribe if you want to. I love you. In a minute.